director's cut
of our favorite movie, the one that we made for our class project,
marketing
that's
major.
70s marketing.
Right. So Jas, tell me a little bit about why did we make this video?
In the beginning I was a little hesitant, but then after that, once everything was set in place, I felt like it's something for me to learn. And actually it was like my first movie that I did in a school, in a group setting.
Your first movie,
My
really?
first movie.
Wow.
So that's
Cool.
why I kind of liked it. But it's always like different experiences, like getting people together and then working in a group setting, because everybody has different schedules, and then it translates into real life scenario. If you're a manager, if you're making your employees work somewhere, right?
Right.
You have to work through with different people because they have different priorities. That's what I think. So how was
No,
your experience?
I agree. Similarly, I think the one of the challenges of doing this video was getting everyone in the same room together. So that was a challenge. But it's it's training for real life, and so I thought that was a good thing to learn and to work with people's schedules. One of the things that I liked was when we came together. I think we approached it with a real positive mentality, and I know that's something that we've really been learning in your class, Professor Madrigal. You've really taught on the positivity of life and how that unlocks certain areas in your brain that just really spurs creativity. And we really realized that doing this video, just being positive and enjoying each other. I think we came up with different ideas that we wouldn't have come up with if everyone was kind of upset and angry. I thought some of the things that we touched on in the video were we tried to show, like for example, when I did the accounting character, I wanted to talk about money a little bit, because I know we've talked about motivation in the class, different motivators, extrinsic and intrinsic, and money being an extrinsic motivator. And I kind of wanted to show that that's what most people go after, but that's not a complete picture. That's not what totally makes you happy. And my character was a little delusional because he thought he was happy, but if you listen to what the conditions that the accountant worked in, it wasn't really that desirable.
And it was funny at the same time, because sometimes in accounting you have to have some fun, otherwise it gets really boring.
Yeah, true.
And as far as me, as a manager, I have seen that there is so many issues with people at work that so many issues they have to deal with. Not being a manager sometimes can be really difficult, because it's people that we are dealing with, and then they have to go through the HR, and they have to build up a case. If you have to fire somebody, it's not easy, and then it takes a lot. So all these, it's just getting the better out of the people, making like the human capital that we always talk about, making people wanting to do something better at their job, not just being negative. I think by being positive we can bring out so much good in people. So that is kind of the things that I was thinking about, that I have learned so far in your classes, which I think being positive is the key.
Yeah, I just think another thing for me, the thing that I've learned, and I think that we explored a little bit in the video, was the concept of creativity. And our last presentation, the major that we were presenting in a favorable light was a marketing major, and she mentioned a couple times creativity, flexibility, fun, and I think that those are all adjectives that really are important in the workplace. And I think that really unlocks our true potential and our true happiness. Right? And I think those are more important motivators in life. So I think that the fun factor is to say.
So money is not the only factor.
It's not the only factor. Yeah.
Well, we learned a lot in your class, Professor, and I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart that it was a different and nice experience to be your student.